Yesterday we were presented with an unfortunate reality. Britt Allcroft, the creator of Thomas and Friends, has passed. It's hard to deny that she had a huge impact on my childhood and my adult life, and I just wanted to make a little video in her honor. It's nothing super professional or overly edited or anything, just a little something for me to pay tribute and say my goodbyes. Britt was 81 years old, and apparently not in the best of health. She died towards the end of December 27th it seems, and her family rightfully kept it private until they were ready to reveal the news. They told Brandon Carty, the director of An Unlikely Fandom, with permission to make it public, and then he revealed the sad news on Twitter. It still doesn't seem real to me. I mean, I know it is, but it's just such a shock. I don't think any of us expected her to go next. Now, Wilbert Awdry may have created Thomas and his world, but it was Britt Allcroft who brought him to life on the screen. It was her show that introduced me to Thomas's world, and I'm sure that's the case for many of you watching too. She had such a specific vision for Thomas.
And I had a very clear idea how I wanted this world to look on the screen. It would be three-dimensional and give every little child a feeling that they could step into this world.
And she just knew it would be a success, for she believed that trains have a universal appeal to everyone of all ages.
And I think the fact that the characters are largely steam trains, although not all of them, has an appeal because I think the sound of a train whistle has a universal appeal.
I have so much respect for her for sticking to her guns and mortgaging her house out to get that first pilot episode made. A risk that totally paid off in the end. She went on to create Shining Time Station 2, a gallant effort that brought Thomas into homes around the world. Thomas would not be a household name in houses outside the UK if it weren't for her. She was a unique, creative person with a vibrant personality. She was certainly memorable. Alec Baldwin has said as much. He was so infatuated with her that he was persuaded to work on Thomas at all.
The key is that I met Britt. And when I met Britt, who's this incredibly unusual woman, and she told me the story about how she got the books, the Railway series, and I just adored Britt. And when she said to me, "Do you want to do this show?" I said, "Sure." And as with most movies you do, there's a swarm of non-creative people giving you their opinions of the film. And the thing I love about Britt was, like all good directors, she didn't transmit any of her tension on the set of the film.
I think it goes without saying that this fandom would not be here today if it weren't for Britt's efforts. All the friendships that we've made through this fandom would not have happened if it weren't for her. I would not be on the career path that I'm currently on if it weren't for her. The current heritage railway scene would not be the same today if it weren't for her. The train world certainly owes Britt Allcroft a hell of a lot. I'm sure there's a lot more that I could say about her and her life and career, but I do want to be brief. All I really want to say here is thank you. Thank you, Britt, for everything. Thank you for creating a world and a fictional universe that had such a worthwhile impact on my childhood and my adult life. Your efforts are appreciated, and I am so happy that you were aware of how much fans loved your creations before you went. You got to see your show turn 40 years old. That is an impressive milestone. Rest in peace, Britt Allcroft.